And let's start with the biggest story of the day, and that is the news that Dewanna Bonner is no longer with the Indiana Fever. It was reported last night that Dewanna Bonner had no intentions on returning to the Indiana Fever, and then the news broke today that the Indiana Fever had indeed waived Dewanna Bonner.
The Indiana Fever have cut Dewanna Bonner. As I told you all yesterday, Dewanna Bonner was the wrong fit and a hot mess with the Indiana Fever.
She quit. No injury, no trade, no official reason, just walked away mid-season at the most critical moment of the Indiana Fever's rebuild. And just like that, a $200,000 veteran contract evaporated into thin air. Dewanna Bonner, the player who was supposed to steady the ship for Caitlin Clark and Indiana's young core, bailed without explanation, and her teammate Natasha Howard didn't waste a second calling it out. So what do others around the league have to say about Bonner's move? Go ahead and smash that subscribe button to spotlight WNBA so you're sure to never miss a minute of the action.
There's a huge mystery surrounding Dewanna Bonner and her absence, okay? In these past 4 games, guys, in the past 4 games, Dewanna Bonner has been MIA for the Indiana Fever. It's getting to the point where I'm on my Twitter timeline. The fans are saying that Dewanna Bonner has quote-unquote quiet quit, okay? They say that she is quiet quitting the Indiana Fever.
This wasn't some subtle disagreement. This was scorched earth. And it all started with an Instagram post. Let's back it up. Dewanna Bonner disappeared from the Fever lineup after the Atlanta Dream game. Fans were told she was out for personal reasons. At first, everyone respected the space. Maybe a family emergency, maybe a health concern, but here's the thing. Other players like Alyssa Thomas were still showing up, even while dealing with their own personal issues. There was no injury report, no public comment, just absence. That's when the doubt started creeping in. And right on cue, Natasha Howard gave us all the clarity we didn't know we needed.
Minutes ago, obviously after the whole Dewanna Bonner situation, immediately posting song lyrics to a song called We Not Done. We Not Done. Yeah, we not done.
Just 54 minutes after the Bonner news broke, Howard posted song lyrics from We Not Done to her Instagram story. Coincidence? Please, that's like saying Michael Jordan's retirement was just a break. She followed it up with another post, a clear message that she wasn't quitting on the team. Then came the follow, unfollow, refollow saga. Bonner was removed from Howard's social media circle, then added back in just long enough to let the world know this wasn't just about basketball, it was personal.
She's out going posting We Not Done. And I don't know, again, I'm not going to say there's a shot at Dewanna Bonner, because at the end of the day, there is a non-zero chance that she sat down all the team, apologized to the team, said it wasn't working out. And
remember, Dewanna Bonner wasn't just a player on this roster. She was signed as the seasoned vet, the mentor, the steady hand. She was paid handsomely, nearly $250,000, not just to play, but to lead. She made it 14 games before throwing in the towel. No press conference, no locker room speech, just silence. Meanwhile, Natasha Howard, the same player critics questioned during her signing, kept her head down and her game up. Every practice, every tip-off, every timeout, she's been grinding. She's not putting up all-star numbers. She's not the system's perfect fit, but she never complained, never disappeared, never quit. That's what leadership actually looks like.
Dewanna Bonner is officially done with the Indiana Fever. Now, DB has been out for the past 6 games for personal reasons, but other than that, the team has been pretty quiet on what exactly is going on, and there's been so much speculation around her absence. But the whole thing was just kind of bizarre, and a lot of Fever fans were speculating that we're not going to see her back.
Let's be honest, there's a massive difference between walking away because of injury or trade and walking away because you didn't like your role. Bonner wasn't sidelined. She wasn't disrespected. She started. She played heavy minutes. She was given every chance to contribute. And when it wasn't going her way, she packed it in like a frustrated rec league player who didn't get the ball enough. That's why Howard's reaction hit so hard. She didn't have to name names. The timing said it all. She didn't go on a podcast. She didn't do an interview. She let the algorithm work for her. Her message, we not done. That's a rally cry. A mission statement, a warning.
Excuse me, Dewanna Bonner? What do you mean you don't want to play for the Fever anymore? You signed a contract, you made a commitment to this team, and you're just gonna jump out of it right in the middle? Get out of here with that. Go retire. We didn't need you anyways. You weren't doing anything for our team.
And let's not ignore the social media angle here. Because in the WNBA, like the NBA, every unfollow is a headline. Every cryptic lyric is a quote. And when a vet like Howard starts playing that game, it's not petty. It's precise. It's calculated. It's messaging. She wanted people to notice. She wanted fans, teammates, coaches, execs, everybody to know where she stood. She was staying. Bonner wasn't.
People who are saying it's too early to judge Dewanna Bonner's performance at this point in the season obviously did not watch Connecticut last season. Now, the Sun started off strong, one of the longest winning streaks in WNBA history. The Sun also won more games last season than they've won in franchise history. So there's no doubt that Connecticut was a strong team. But what I am saying is that Bonner was proven inconsistent on the offensive end.
The contrast couldn't be more obvious. Bonner vanishes, leaving teammates to face the media storm. Howard stands tall, speaks through action, and immediately becomes the glue holding the Fever locker room together. Front office executives probably didn't sleep that night, scrambling to plug the hole Bonner left behind. Harry McDonald had to be brought in on a hardship contract just to fill a spot. And that move wasn't just inconvenient, it was disruptive. It killed continuity, killed chemistry. And yet, out of the chaos, Howard steps up as the leader the Fever didn't even realize they had. The message she sent wasn't just to Dewanna Bonner. It was to the league, to the fans, to her own teammates. We're not quitting, we're not collapsing, we're not done.
Now, in my last solo video, I mentioned to you guys that I did not suspect Dewanna Bonner would be returning to the Indiana Fever. She has been out now for 6 games, away from the team for only personal reasons, and the team was being really tight-lipped about it. They weren't giving any more information.
Let's talk about the future impact, because this saga won't just fade. It follows you. Every locker room Bonner walks into from now on is going to have whispers. Is she committed? Will she walk out on us too? Every coach, every GM is going to think twice before handing her a contract, because her last impression in Indiana was of someone who folded the moment it got uncomfortable. Howard, on the other hand, just elevated her stock across the entire league. She proved she's a fighter, a professional, a real one. And when front offices look for veteran presence in the future, guess whose name gets circled on that short list?
But the whole thing, in my opinion, and in the opinion of a lot of fans, is that there was something else going on. This didn't seem like something where there was maybe something going on with her family. It didn't seem like she was sick or injured. She just simply stepped away from the team and nobody really knew why, but it wasn't looking good.
Even more powerful, Howard did what most players won't. She spoke up. She didn't hold a press conference, sure, but she didn't stay silent either. Her team had just been abandoned. She made sure nobody mistook that silence as agreement. She drew a line, and that line might have just saved this team's chemistry. Players notice this stuff, young players especially. Caitlin Clark is watching, so are the rookies, so are the fans, and when a vet quits, that demoralizes a locker room. But when another vet steps up and says, "Not me, I'm here for the long haul," that sends a completely different kind of shockwave.
You know what? This frees up a roster spot. Maybe we can go get Ari McDonald and actually become a championship caliber team now. No interest in playing for the Fever. I'll go play for the Fever. They don't want me.
Let's not sugarcoat it. The Fever needed that leadership moment. After years of irrelevance, they finally had momentum. Clark was bringing in national attention, the rebuild was starting to feel real, and then this bombshell drops. But instead of letting it spiral, Howard stabilized the foundation. Her "We Not Done" message became more than just an Instagram post. It became a mantra. And here's the kicker. Howard did it all without saying a single direct word about Bonner. No dragging, no name-calling, no quotes in the press. Just well-timed posts, followed by consistent professionalism. That's how you lead in 2025. You win the narrative without needing a microphone.
She was getting a lot of vitriol, man. There was a lot of people coming at her, and I'm sitting here defending her because I'm thinking something going on with her family. When all it was that she didn't like coming off the bench. I'm sick, man. I'm sick.
The long-term effects of this moment will go beyond headlines. Howard just rebranded herself, not just as a player, but as a leader, as someone who handles adversity with grit, not excuses. And that kind of character opens doors during free agency, in trade talks, in endorsements, and even in coaching down the road. Dewanna Bonner, she'll have to answer some hard questions because whether it's fair or not, quitting midseason never goes unnoticed, especially when your teammates are willing to call you out publicly.
Pissed off, bro. Pissed off, bro. I want my money back, bro. Dewanna Bonner, listen, I'm gonna start this off. I pray everything's okay. We don't know what's going on. I hope everything is okay. And I hope it's not something too serious. But bruh. I got my receipt. I want my money back.
And that's what makes this situation so unforgettable. It wasn't just about one player quitting. It was about another stepping up in full view of the media, of the fans, of the league. So the next time the Indiana Fever are down in the fourth, don't be surprised if someone in the crowd starts chanting, "We not done." Because that's more than a song lyric now, it's a culture. Some players talk about being leaders, others prove it. If you're still rocking with this Fever squad through the drama, the rebuild, and the battles, then hit that like button, smash subscribe to Spotlight WNBA, and drop a comment that says "We not done" to let the team know you've got their back. Let's go.